Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, it's the last installment of my 2020 makeup purchases, and I saved the best for last. Yeah, there's a lot here, so we actually just need to get right into it. Guys, I didn't do my nails as I said I would because, well, why would you do your nails if you were gonna cook? That's how Thanksgiving goes. So you're gonna have to deal with these. So we'll start off with the two that I did purchase, but I don't have in my possession. And quite honestly, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get it. They're two blushes from e.l.f. I don't even remember the names that I got them in. I have no idea where they are. Have not gotten any tracking information since September 24th. So I'm just going with it's gone. I'm gonna start off with this because this reflective packaging is gonna kill me. Sorry, just had to readjust my lens. There's my camera. This is the Patrick Ta blush in She's So LA. This blush happens to go out of stock quite frequently, but I was lucky enough that when I tried to purchase it in September that it was in stock and I could get it for myself. So here we have the first blush. For me, the powder just comes off like a warm brown, whereas the cream I feel is more terracotta. Here we have the Bare Minerals Gen Nude blush in, but it's such like a tongue twister. Bare Minerals Gen Nude blush in Bellini Brunch. Yes, did it. This blush kind of reminds me of MAC's Peaches, which happens to be one of my favorite blushes of all time. Such a good blush, and I don't know if you saw, but inside I have been using this blush quite a bit. You can kind of see the little indentations I have from kind of packing my brush into it. Next up here we have Lorac, and this is their blush in Cinematic. I actually saw this blush in someone's collection and I fell in love with it. And the formula on this blush, I don't know if that's the case for all the other blushes in the line, but it is so pigmented and buttery. It's just kind of like a mauvey lush, great for the fall time. This next one here is the Buxom Wanderlust blush in Seychelles. That nice, beautiful sheen on it. And I've been using this one quite a bit as of recently. Such a pretty shade, has a really good glow and sheen to it. I don't know if you'd be able to tell with this lighting since it's later at night and I don't have the natural lighting to kind of help me out, but it's so good. All these blushes are so good. I have no regrets. We have another Bare Minerals blush. This comes from their Bounce and Blur line, and this is in Blurred Buff. I can't with blush, you know? Such a great like warm blush with just the right amount of sheen on there. This for the summer on like medium to like a deeper skin tone, it's gonna give you that sun-kissed look. I know it. Next up we have Georgia, and Georgia is a light blush on my complexion, but I've been using this as a blush topper specifically with peachier blushes. So it's this shade here, and this part of my arm is a lot lighter than, you know, the rest of my body basically, so you can see it on here, but on my skin it's just a really good sheen more than anything. Next up we have MAC, and this is one of their Glow Play blushes in So Natural. You know, for the longest time I thought that I was done purchasing MAC blushes. Then I purchased this one, and now I have a running list of other Glow Play blushes that I want to get. This blush, I was not expecting to love it as much as I do. I love the simplicity, the natural look that it gives to the cheeks. Even on my skin tone, this does show up just ever so slightly, just a kiss of color, and I absolutely love the glow that it gives because it's not a sheen quite like these other ones that you see here. It's almost a bit of like a wet sheen. Same thing goes with NARS. I got me another blush, and now I have like 3 or 4 on my wish list. Annabelle, your kryptonite. This shade here is in Illicit, and this is one of their newer shades. and it's so good. It is another peach blush, but I would classify it more as a nude peach. You do see a lot of that nude tone running through it, has the slightest bit of sheen to it, and much like the Glow Play on my cheeks, it's very subtle, so it's just enough color to almost look just flushed, as opposed to, hey guys, I put some blush on. Both definitely in the top 5 out of the ones I've been playing with. Clinique, this is one of my earlier purchases. This is the Cheek Pop in Ginger Pop. I think this was where it started. I mean, come on. It's got a nice sheen to it, kind of a watermelon or strawberry shade there. I think it brings a lot of youthfulness to the skin. It's your fault that everything else followed after you. The second one that I have here is in Fig Pop. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to get this, but I fell in love again with Ginger Pop, and then all hell broke loose. And I'm just gonna place this right on top. I think that for someone who's looking for a fall shade, this would be one that I recommend. Can just stare at my arm and all of these amazing blushes. Yeah, let's continue. Laura Mercier. This once again came off the heels of a blush collection video. Had I not seen that, I probably would not have owned this. This has a very similar sheen to the rest of these, but it does have very fine glitter in it. But I've noticed that once I use it, it kind of just dusts off. This and So Natural are very similar, so I don't think you would need both, but I need both. Now we're gonna move on to Becca and the first blush here. This is one of my earlier purchases, and this is in Songbird. Look at the pigment on that. The base color is kind of like an orange red, but the glow and the sheen in it is gold, so it's got a good contrast in the sheen. Then we have Wild Honey, is it? Yes. But I was honestly quite surprised at how much I really like this. Now this, and this, they're all kind of in that same family, like a light to medium nude. So again, you don't need all three. This has got, again, kind of that creamier finish, a little bit of a wet glow. This has a sheen and fine glitter in it, and then this one would be like a soft sheen. So depending on your preference, that's what I would go with. Just two more. Honest Beauty. This is their cream blush, and it is in Peony Pink. Look at that. That's not even a lot of product. It's so pigmented. You just pat it out and it blends out beautifully. It's not too sticky. It kind of dries down to a very nice finish. I love it. And then lastly, we have Shiseido. This is their Minimalist blush, and it is in the shade Momoko. Do I have enough arm space? Let me try. Right here. Ooh, kind of put a little bit too much on there. Look at how beautifully that blends out into the skin, and it goes down to a powdery finish. It's almost as if it's like a light tint on the skin. I feel like this is the color that people who do that blush across the nose, kind of that golden hour look, I think that this is the blush they're looking for. Like, do you not see that? So good, and it's so light and easy to work with. You can see my veins coming through, but that's the case for everything else. Doctors have no problem finding my veins. Oh my goodness, in the summer, fire. This will be fire, guys. Fire! All right, let's bring everything back to center, shall we? Bum, 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 ba, bum. Enjoy the ASMR. Can everything fit on the screen? All right, guys, that's it. That rounds up my purchases of 2020. I hope that you enjoyed it. Obviously, here is my kryptonite, which is why I left it for last. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I really do hope that you enjoyed it again. And till the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye.